Hello, welcome back to the BookEnds YouTube channel.
It's been so long.
It's a welcome back for us. It's been it's been a
It's
really
been
long,
almost a month. Has it
I
been a
think
month?
more than a month because
Oh
we had
boy.
Thanksgiving, I traveled, left the house, you traveled.
Yeah, we've been busy.
I think we haven't filmed since mid-October.
Oh, well, we're sorry.
Yeah, but however, I don't think our viewers have experienced any gap thanks to Layla's wonderful planning.
Oh,
And
that's
if you have, I don't know what I'm talking about. So
good.
there's that. But it's been a long time. We have, of course, yapped, but not in public.
Yes, not with you all.
Yeah. But it's the end of the year. It's the start of December, which means we are in that mad dash to finalize everything we can finalize before the new year. Do you subscribe to that? Like, I need to tidy my affairs, or are you one of the people who's like, well, January is just like 2 weeks away and everything can
No,
roll
no, no,
over?
no, no. I've actually have been spending today sending out some emails to clients who were sort of in that like it's time to send something new to their publisher. We've been talking about something and doing that like you know, we have a week left. We can do it this, or we can start looking into January. And then
Yeah.
I've had a few people. I don't do this with every client because they're all at different stages, so it depends where they are. But I've had a few who I've been like, I think coming in January, I want you to start looking into doing such and such and such. Usually it's clients who are nearing the end of a contract or at the end of a contract, or we need to make a switch or a pivot for something where I'm having those kinds of conversations. I actually have my goals for next year. I'm usually well done by now. I used to like to finish this in October, but last couple of months have been mayhem for me. So I'm really spending some like quiet time, like trying to envision what I really want next year to look like. So
Yeah, we
no.
usually do the goals really early. And I did do mine early and sent them your way, but I've
Yeah.
been spending a lot of like the past week after Thanksgiving revisiting them because I think there is a benefit to like the year being closer to being
Yeah.
done and closer to like what you want out of the next year. So I think
Yeah.
that's probably beneficial.
Yeah. So, and goals for me are something that take a while. Like I have to really sit with them and I don't think I'm doing a new vision board this year because I really like mine from last year still, but and I don't think it's changed that much. But I do like to really sit and spend time with them and not just throw something on paper.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So yeah, so I am a wrap it up at the end of the year and see what happens.
I am also, but I feel like I'm like, well, January is 2 weeks away and we don't have to like finish
Yes.
everything possibly in this next 2 weeks.
No, I agree with you. I think there are things that just naturally roll over.
Yeah, I like the fresh start and I like the refresh that comes in January, but there's so much stuff that I think we're getting hit with that's like I can't possibly.
Yeah, I got hit with a couple things yesterday that I'm like, don't people know that it's December? What are
I
we
saw,
doing?
I saw like a Instagram reel and it was when someone sends me an email, but I have Christmas break in 21 days. It's so true. It's
I
like,
know.
don't do this now.
I was like, I should be eating chocolate and wrapping presents. Why are we working and talking about serious things?
Yeah, one of my agent friends said that these 2 weeks are like May as a senior in high school. It's like, just be
Yes.
done.
Do you think the Grinch was the Grinch because people wanted the Grinch to do other things rather than celebrate Christmas?
I think I'm the Grinch because of that.
Yeah, I just want to be in the spirit. So
Yeah. But also, and we were talking about this too, like everything has gotten a little slower.
slow. Publishing
Yeah.
has, and publishing, which has been historically known for being a slow business, has gotten
No,
slower.
truly, it can't afford to get much slower, but I feel like everything has been taking a lot longer too. So I think that's probably contributing to my feeling of January is not far behind December.
Yeah.
So there, like I did a list the other day of everything that I have in the works, things I have to follow up on, and I have 14 different projects in like some state of movement. And some of those projects have been in some state of movement for like all of quarter four, if not longer.
James, I just spent 6 weeks negotiating the deal terms of the contract. This means I don't actually have the contract yet.
Right.
They made the offer 6 weeks ago, and we have been spending 6 weeks
Yeah.
getting to the point where we could accept the offer.
Yeah, I don't know why things have been that way. And I think it's not like any one person's fault. Like I think there's just a general slowness that has kind of like blanketed all of publishing and made it so much like I don't know if it's like waiting for approvals, if it's out of offices this time of year. There's just a lot of things that are slowing us down across the board.
I mean, I think some of it might have to do with like, that whole like we have all this technology and stuff to make our lives easier, but it's actually making everybody busier. I think that, there's often a conversation about how busy editors are, and I think that is true, but I think it's everybody. I think that everybody has a greater workload and there are more things pulling us out, and
Yeah,
there are
well,
more conversations I have to have as an agent than there was 15 years ago.
it's
Um,
true. There's that. Plus, there's also the whole conversation of consolidation. Less people working means more work for who
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Economic uncertainty, like all of that does play into it, but it's just please an answer. It's all I'm asking for.
Yeah, and I think there are a lot of sometimes I think too many, you know, for editors anyway, like to get things moving, they need too many approvals. So, if an editor reads a book and likes it and then has to get the second reads and the approval of the higher ups and all of these steps to be able to make an offer, it takes a while.
Yeah, it does. There's a lot of steps. And then there is the whole negotiation process and they kind of restart, right? Like if we make an ask
Yeah.
that they have to get approvals for,
Right.
yeah,
And then it takes 6 weeks and we still don't
which
have
we
a
do.
contract.
We make asks too that they have to get approvals for.
Well, I was talking to an author about this and I was like, listen, the truth is I'm a pain in the ass. And when your
That's
contract
why we're hired.
right. When your contract terms come through, I'm going to ask for a lot of stuff. And those conversations sometimes take a while, especially these days with all of these things we are looking out for. Like, now we're talking about AI conversations and contracts and things like that. And so, I am sorry to authors that it's taking that much longer to get that initial signing payment on a contract. But I'm not sorry that I'm making sure that you have a very strong contract so that down the line we're not going to have regrets.
No, I completely agree. There's a lot of considerations that we have to make on all fronts and make sure that that's reflected and memorialized in all the agreements. So I think that's a really good point. I
Yeah.
also think though that and I think it's hard to not conflate the two sometimes, but the like duration of it, anything, and the enthusiasm surrounding that project, they do not always correlate and coincide. Like sometimes, sure, if it's taking a long time, it's maybe not a top priority. But in the cases of like acquisitions and offers and things like that, if we're getting to that stage, there is enthusiasm. And it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that if it takes longer that there's less enthusiasm. It just means that there is a whole lot of other crap going on
Yeah.
that's making it feel that way. But so out of that list, I had been waiting on one of those for months now, and I got an offer this morning, and like the offer underscored, we are so enthusiastic about this. Sorry it took so long.
Right.
And it isn't ever, well, it isn't always about how excited someone is about a
No.
project. Like we are all always excited about the books we're working on, especially when they're going to be closer to a deal.
Well, and from my personal side of it, I've had quite a few books come through that have received offers of representation from other people lately. I think in the past month I've had six.
Yeah, no, you are always posting something.
And, there were a few that I could give limited time to, and I was like, I'm just going to have to pass on this. I don't know that I would have offered anyway, let me make that clear, but I did end up passing. And part of that was that I just had only so much space, but I wasn't the first one to come in with the offer, and I probably even wasn't the second
Yeah.
because it was, taking, for me to find time to read, it's typically not in the office. And then, I'm busy on the weekends sometimes too. So I'm not always able to sit down for 2 hours and really dig into something. Sometimes I am. But as we discussed, it's the holidays, and right now I'm not.
Yeah, it's true. And there's been a big uptick in Office of Rep. I feel this year.
Maybe, maybe. For me, there has been, but I've also been getting slower to my inbox. That's a me problem.
Maybe that's it. But I feel like the whole agency has been posting a ton of them, which is nice to see.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun.
We love that. So
Yeah, that whole competition that although it's anxiety inducing, it is exciting.
I don't get anxious about it. I just get excited
I hate the waiting. I just hate the waiting part.
when you make an offer and then you have to wait
And
for
you have
them
to
to make a
wait
decision.
2, 3 weeks.
You're right. And it is anxiety. Like, I don't get anxious by the offers of representation. I get anxious after I've had the offer call and I've made the
Exactly what I
offer.
meant.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That
no,
part.
I very rarely get the notifications that something else has an offer. And I think I next year I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I want to give a little more time and space for my inbox to breathe so that I can see that. But I'm never anxious about that. It's after I make the offer and I'm like, how did I do? Like there's no immediate
Did they
job.
like me? I thought it went well. I don't know if it went well. I don't know. I
Right.
don't know who else is offered. I don't know. I don't think they mentioned something. I think I'm like the third person. Oh my God, I'm not.
Right.
I'm not.
And then
Oh.
like getting a little crazy, checking who they're following, and like, oh, what if they got another offer?
I
I
said
offered
this
on
thing.
one.
Maybe I shouldn't have said this thing.
Right. Yeah, which I do after every conversation, let alone like a professional one. But then I offered on something and had a second call and the client was like, yeah, there were 6 offers. And I'm like, oh my God, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Like
Yes.
there's always that. We build up the competition in our head.
Yeah, we do. Well, I mean, when we decide we want something, we want it.
Agree.
So we're not messing around here.
I agree.
So,
Do you have any must-read books for the holiday break?
oh, James, my list. I have really fallen down on the reading. I've been, so no. You know what though? I took on a lot of new clients this year, so I had less time to read outside of work because I was doing so much more of that. Um, I did start a book, and you know me, I can't remember the title off the top of my head. And I think it's good, but I think I need something lighter. So I think I'm gonna switch it up. Um, Maybe I need like a holiday romance or something. Um, I've been
Any?
I've been doing my Hallmark movies, and then Southern Charm is back.
Well, the good thing is BookEnds has no shortage of holiday romances.
I know. So no, I don't have anything specifically. I did download a couple audiobooks that I'm gonna check out. What about you?
No, I'm in a giant reading slump.
Yeah.
Everything I pick up has been not exciting. Usually in December, I will go to Barnes& and Noble, like on our break, and I will buy all the paperback thrillers that I missed because I feel like I can usually one day just knock them down.
Right.
Well, one day each, not all of the books in one day.
I
But
think
I
that's a
tend to do that. So I'm hoping that there's good thrillers in paperback.
I
But I
have
don't
a
know.
flight. So
Oh, an
I
airport
love reading on
bookstore?
a plane. And I love reading on a plane.
Yeah.
I love getting my cocktail at the airport. I don't care what time it is that we're flying
No,
out.
airports are the no time places. There's no time. As soon as
Okay.
you step foot in an airport, there's time does it just ceases to exist.
Do you know the Shake Shack at Newark Airport opens by like 5:30?
It should.
We have been there. We have had Shake Shack at 5:30.
I I flew into Denver and in the Colorado airport,
Uh-huh.
there's this donut store. I forgot
Oh
the name
yeah.
of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And yeah, you're always in that airport.
Yeah.
There's a donut store, and there's like it was like I think we were there at 8:30 a.m. and the line was wrapping around outside of the store, wrapping around. I'm like, maybe it's time for a donut.
There's actually also a really good donut store in the Minneapolis airport.
Yeah.
There is not one in Newark. Newark, we need a donut store.
There was like a
There is a
particular
Shake
brand.
Shack.
Well, yeah, Shake Shack. Just have a milkshake at 7 a.m.
I don't know why not.
Who am I to stop you?
I've gotten so good, James. I will stand in security and order my Starbucks and then get through security and breeze by and snap it up and I'm good to go.
You're a professional flyer at this point.
I know.
I am the most novice flyer ever.
No,
So
I've rolled into a few flights, even in all of this mayhem. And Newark Airport is terrible. I have rolled into more than a few flights, maybe an hour, 45 minutes before my flight. Still managed to grab my Starbucks and make it to my gate. But I don't want to brag about that. I do not think that's a good idea. I'm just
You
gonna
know,
put that
I was
out
gonna say we live very different lives. Like that is not something they say you should be there 2 hours. I'm there like 2.5 hours
I
before.
like to be there 2 hours early. I like to have time to chill, to people watch, to
Yeah.
do all the things. So
Yeah,
if it's
walk around.
Christmas, I like to wear my Christmas hat.
Of course you do.
I flew on Christmas Eve once and I went fully elfed out. So, yeah, it was fun. So now over Christmas break, I am gonna try to read some, but I don't really have anything on my list yet.
Well, if you're watching and you have book recommendations like best of 2025, hit us. We will
Yeah,
take them.
especially if it's light and breezy. I want breezy.
That's funny because here I am saying I'm gonna read about 7 paperbacks about murder.
Well, I mean, I guess I could that I guess I want sort of a beach read then. Because
Hey,
like
murder could be light and
yeah, that's
breezy.
what I mean. Like that could be breezy. Like I just want a book that's a page turner.
Right.
And
But
I
that's all
don't
I really want to read at all anymore. I don't have the attention span for the book club lately. I don't know if it's everything going on in the headlines, but
I don't know either.
I don't
Yeah.
have the book club in me lately.
But I'm reading a really dark right now submission um that
It
has
sounds
that
very good.
so good.
It sounds very good.
I'm gobbling it up. It's so like candy. I want candy.
Yeah,
So, book candy. And this is dark.
it
This is
sounds it.
horror. This is sort of, I guess we'd call it horror, right? I think this is like a dark, gothic-y
I was gonna say,
horror.
you know what it reminded me of from the pitch? Oh God, is it Jane Eyre? Where
Yeah,
the
yeah,
yeah, with
yeah.
yes, that kind of horror with the wife in the
We're just
attic.
totally torturing the audience right now.
I know, I know, but it sounds very good.
This one will sell. So
That's the
you'll all
best
get to
feeling.
read it at some point.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. So this is it. Are we done? No, we have one more. We'll film one more before year's out, right?
Yes, and we will try to be more prepared for that next one with topics to discuss.
No, we won't. We're just gonna chat. But we'll try to be more consistent next year, not have such a long gap.
Yeah, it's been a busy year, especially
Yeah,
the last half.
it's
So,
not gonna be less busy. Let's quit pretending.
no, but I feel like in January we're at least a little more focused.
That is true.
There's no like chocolate bark coming in and out of the office.
We don't have any vacations planned until, a while.
Right,
So
next summer. So at least the first 6 months of the year, we're locked in.
then we're done.
That's it.
All good
Once,
stuff.
once the sun hits high noon and like it's like 75 degrees outside, good luck finding us.
Excellent. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for sticking around all year. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you back here next week or next year or next time.
Next time.
Bye.
Bye.